We're going to continue now with the Bible Apply the Word, and this will be number 4, and it will be in the seminary folder. Now, we've done several things before, and we've used many parts of it, but what I'm going to do now is to give you another sample of another thing they do, and you will see that right on the bottom of this page called Examples of Theological Reflection in Scripture. Now, see that? That's not an article, but it is examples. Now, there are many of those in here, and they are extremely helpful in a lot of ways. So I'm going to give you an idea of what that is like. We will hear that now because it says examples of theological reflection in Scripture. Now, this comes from the book of Genesis in chapter 45, where it says Joseph reveals to his brothers. Now, here's what it says. Character, location, conclusion. Joseph, Genesis 45, 5-8. Location, Egypt. Conclusion. God used Joseph's hardship to preserve his people. Now, character, Solomon, Ecclesiastes 1:2. Location, Jerusalem. Conclusion. Apart from God, all of his life is vanity, emptiness, and futility. Mordecai in Esther 4:14. Location, Persia. Conclusion. God enables Esther to become the queen of Persia to spare his people from genocide. And then Paul, Philemon's 15, 16, location, writing in Philemon in Colossia. After Onesimus the slave ran away, God brought him to salvation and returned him to his master as a brother of Christ. And then it says, see, asking why in Philemon 15:16. So you can go to that part of Scripture as well. So what you will find in this Bible are many sections like that will give huge amounts of information about one particular subject. Now, for example, we're going to go to the book of Proverbs, which of course is quite an interesting book in many ways. And in Proverbs, it's mostly wisdom literature anyway. And Solomon, of course, was involved in this wisdom literature. So when we go to Proverbs, which we'll go to next, we're going to look in two places of Proverbs. But one of them is of particular interest to me because the origin of wisdom, although that will be a part of it. So when we come back, we're going now to the book of Proverbs, and that same kind of section where it gives who, where, and what happened. So we will do that next in the book of Proverbs. As I say, this is number 4, and it will be in the seminary folder.